Audio Jungle.
Greetings, my lovely brothers and sisters all over the freaking planet. This is the one and only extremely gorgeous Chief Padman Senathirajah. Alright, recording Wednesday message number something. Okay, it has been such an exciting week. We all geared up for ReVCon Dubai, which is going to be rocking. Okay, we're geared up for so many exciting things that we have planned out for September, October, November, December. So technically, we have 4 more months left in the year, all right? And this is the third part of the year, okay? So 12 months, 4, 4, 4. So the third 4 months of the year. And what you guys need to really focus on right now is to close the year with a bang, all right? That I believe right now, you guys have slowed down subconsciously or consciously, all right? And you all need to wake up. Push yourself, push your team, and remember that ultimately you're here for one purpose only, that is max out. Alright? Because ultimately max out is your legacy. Right? What you're leaving behind to the world, what you're leaving behind to your family, what you're leaving behind for your kids is a tracking center that is maxing out every week consistently. Right? That is what is going to give you the lifestyle you desire. So I was sitting down and thinking about loads of stuff as usual. Alright, this brain never stops working. Sometimes works too much. And I was thinking of what my Wednesday message would be like. And I realized one thing. Alright, I looked at who I am today and who I was 16 years ago. And I have changed so much, it is unbelievable. Alright, if you met me 16 years ago, maybe you wouldn't want to spend so much time with me. Let's put it that way. That I had my issues, my cup was full, I had problems with authority, I still think I do. But somewhere along my journey, alright, Dato Sri Vijay as my upline took an interest in my growth. Because we talk about maxing out, we talk about earning the big bucks and driving the fast cars and flying around the world first class. Alright? But now, the person I was 16 years ago, alright, who I was, what knowledge I had, the way I looked at the world, my thought process, my ego, that time, all of these ingredients would not allow me to max out. Who I was 16 years ago was not a person who could max out. You understand? Alright, and along that 16 years, especially the first 2-3 years, Dato Sri Vijay took a lot of time to mentor me. Alright, change the way I looked at the world, the way I think. Because who you were before network marketing may not be the right person to max out. So Dato Sri Vijay felt the same way. And he knew that Padman couldn't max out. That he had to change, modify, tweak, alright, certain aspects of the way I live. The way I thought, how fast I got angry, how fast I became arrogant, and he hammered me into shape. So the best way to describe it is that when you sign up, you are a big block of stone. And it takes an upline who cares enough for you. Alright, whether you're direct upline or any working upline, it takes somebody like Dato Sri Vijay, Japa, alright, the V partners, who cares enough about their downlines to start chiseling away like a sculptor, alright, okay, start chiseling away on that piece of rock to chisel the perfect shape and form, internally that is, to make you ready to max out, alright. So if you're asking yourself, oh Chief, I've been doing 4, 5, 6 years of networking and I still haven't maxed out, let me give you the answer. The reason is, alright, there's nobody chiseling away the unnecessary stuff, chiseling away the arrogance, the ego, the full cup, the stupidity, the moronism in you, alright, to make you into that person who will max out every week. Alright, now to get somebody like Dato Sri Vijay to chisel away, firstly, he must be willing to hold that chisel and the hammer and work hard every day on you as he did on me. And I was a tough piece of rock. I think he had to change the chisel many times. You ask him, he will tell you how stubborn of a monkey I could be, okay? And then the rock must be willing to be chiseled. All right? And I believe that each one of you have to have that person who's chiseling away at you. All right? And you must be willing to change. The hardest thing to find is the willingness to change in people, because you think you are right. Maybe you could be a degree holder, an MBA holder, a CFO, CEO, housewife, moron without a job but with a dream. Whoever you were in the past, after you signed up, you must be willing to change to reach that pinnacle of max out. And that journey of change, all right, is not you waking up in the morning and said, yes, I'm going to change right now. It doesn't work that way. All right, each one of you, I'm sure, have decided to quit smoking, go on a diet, go to the gym, all right, stop being arrogant, empty your cup 6 million times, all right, in a day, but you never do it consistently. So you need a coach, you need a sculptor who firstly cares enough about you, like I spoke on my last Wednesday video. And you must be willing enough to change, that allow that person to change you. Because if you're not maxing out right now, you're not in the right shape and form internally, all right, to max out. And this is why we need these kind of people in our lives. I am grateful every single day, all right, for my mother, God bless her soul, and Dato Sri Vijay Ishwan. Because they were two sculptors in my life who never gave up on me. All right, even though I could be the most stubborn, moronic monkey on the planet, Dato Sri would still sit down for hours and hours getting me to understand a thing in me that I need to change to max out. So ask yourself today, all right, do you have somebody who's chiseling away to change you? Are you chiseling away at somebody to change them? I believe that if you are a true leader, the greatest skill of a true leader is to help people change, to point out their weaknesses and also their strengths, and not only give instructions and say, you do this, you do that. You're not a manager, you're not a dictator. That I thank this business QNet for my cars, for my house, for my watches, for my lifestyle. This handsome face, I had it even before QNet, so I can't thank QNet for it. All right, but I thank QNet for all of that. But I thank my upline, Dato Sri Vijay, for changing me, for making me somebody that people actually like and love, that people tolerate today. All right, and you need to ask yourself, if you have nobody changing you, something is wrong. And if you are not changing people and using that hammer and chisel and changing them, all right, there's also something wrong. A great leader would have 10, 16 people he's personally involved in helping them change, because only with change can you grow. And one day you got 10 downlines, you are a certain person, you can manage 10 downlines. But one day you will have 1,000 downlines. And you cannot be that same person managing 1,000 downlines. You have to change. With change comes growth. So my message to all of you this Wednesday is change is a necessity in network marketing. And I am not the same person I was in the first year of networking compared to the 5th year of networking, compared to the 10th year of networking. And today I'm completely different. That means my downlines who knew me 16 years ago, who are still with me today, because I believe in loyalty, will tell me, Chief, you have changed a lot for the better. All right, and sometimes change means great sacrifices. I made big decisions in my life. I gave up a lot of things. I disciplined myself every day, because now I'm responsible for millions of lives and hundreds of people who I am personally working every day, chiseling away to create a masterpiece. Like Dato said, the statue of David. Right? Dato Sri always refers to the statue of David. Michelangelo was the sculptor. Right? So I'm following in Dato Sri's footsteps, and I'm now sculpting hundreds of people to create a masterpiece networker who will max out every single week and leave the greatest legacy for the next generation. So guys, it's not only about presentation. It's important, yes, but you also have to change. You have to give up the bad habits. You have to give up the arrogance. You definitely have to empty your cup. That I am still learning today as your upline and chief. After 16 years of managing 11 million people, I am still learning today. I am still changing today. Just today I spoke to Dato Sri. Alright, and after 16 years of being my mentor, alright, maybe his hammer is not that big and the chisel is not huge like the first year. Now Dato Sri has sandpaper, alright, and he's shining certain aspects of me to make me into a greater masterpiece of his. Are you guys with me? A great networker is a great sculptor. And to know that you have made it in life, you will have hundreds of masterpieces you have created. And the definition of a masterpiece in network marketing are people maxing out consistently and people who can lead thousands to follow them. This is a masterpiece. So guys, be a sculptor. But before you can be a sculptor, be a good rock. Do you understand? So somebody can start chiseling away the unnecessary things which you have picked up from the time you were born until you signed up. Alright guys, this is my message. Everyone has to hold the hammer and chisel, and everyone has to be a rock. Alright, which is willing to be chiseled away. Some for months, some for years, as Dato has been doing to me for 16 years. Alright? And I'm proud to be his masterpiece. I'm proud to be his masterpiece. Alright guys? So, be a great masterpiece. Be a great sculptor and be a great masterpiece. And max out. It's your real legacy. I love you guys and see you at ReVCon Dubai. So start chiseling.